What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing yet another one of those 2017 roundups. I recently did a video talking about all of my favorite makeup and beauty products from 2017, and I asked you guys in that video if you wanted to see me do a lifestyle favorites. So basically talking about everything but makeup, and I got an overwhelming yes from you guys. And as per usual, you ask, you shall receive. Very excited to get into today's video. I really hope you guys are going to enjoy it, and if you do not forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed already and you want to be part of the fam, hit that subscribe button. I mean, this community here on my channel is pretty great, and would love if you wanted to join. You are more than welcome to. And definitely don't forget to let me know in the comments what some of your most favorite non-beauty items are. I would really love to know, and I'm sure everybody else would love to get some other awesome recommendations. I always love the comment sections in these types of videos. They're always so much fun. So without further ado, we have a ton of stuff to talk about, so let's get right into it. So we're first going to start off with some of my favorite skincare. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, then you probably already know that I am a big believer in Drunk Elephant skincare. It is definitely by far my favorite skincare brand. I have tried a lot of products in my day, a lot. And most of the time, especially with skincare, I really don't see a difference in my skin. However, with Drunk Elephant skincare, I actually find that I notice a significant difference whenever I use their products. So the product that I would have to recommend the most, and that I really feel like has made the biggest difference in my skin in 2017, is definitely the TLC from Boost Glycolic Night Serum. This is supposed to refine and retexturize the skin. Now, I've said this story before, but I'm gonna say it again because I'm sure some of you haven't heard it. Now, before trying this product, I had pretty bad texture on my skin. On my forehead specifically, I had so many tiny little bumps all across my forehead. They were underneath the skin and really stubborn. They would not go away. I also have very dry skin, so I have dry patches all over my face. So this product has literally completely changed the texture of my skin. It has gotten rid of all of the bumps on my forehead. My forehead is now completely smooth. The dry patches on my face are almost non-existent. I used to have literally sandpaper skin on my chin and my nose specifically, and now they feel so much smoother. And even David noticed the difference. David is my boyfriend, and I remember one day he told me that my chin was so much smoother. And when somebody else notices a difference in your skin, that's when you really know a product is working. Please do keep in mind, for all skincare, different things work for different people. So even though this was incredible for me, it may not work for you, and this is more of an expensive product. So I always recommend getting a sample before you splurge, if you just want to be sure that this product, doesn't irritate your skin or whatever. Another one of my favorite Drunk Elephant products is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. This is just my moisturizer. I use it day and night. It is probably one of the best moisturizers that I found for my skin type. It's just the perfect moisturizer for me because it's very hydrating, but it's also not too thick that it clogs my pores and breaks me out, but it's thick enough that it actually makes my skin feel moisturized. I've gone through 3 tubs of these throughout the year. It's so good, guys. So now let's talk cleansers. This is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, and this is by far my favorite face wash of the year. To be honest, I never really noticed too much of a difference between different face washes. The only thing I would ever want from a face wash is that it wouldn't dry out my skin and that it cleaned my face. And I just found that all of the face washes that I liked and that I used did that, but I never really found that one cleanser that I completely fell in love with until this came into my life. Now, it's funny because when I first got this cleanser, I wasn't mind blown by it. I didn't absolutely love it. I just thought it was a simple cleanser, nothing special, but it was one of those situations where you only really appreciate what you have until it's gone, because I went traveling and I brought another cleanser with me because this bottle is not 100 milliliters, so I had to bring something else. And that whole entire trip, my skin was just feeling so dry, and I just sort of blamed it on traveling. And then when I got back, I continued to use that same cleanser that I was using as I was traveling, and my skin just felt so dry. And then when I was in the shower one day, I noticed the Milky Jelly Cleanser just sitting in the corner calling my name, and I used it in the shower that one day, and I was like, oh my God, why did I ever stop using it? Ever since, my skin has been thanking me because it doesn't feel overly dry after washing it. The texture of this cleanser is what makes it very special in my eyes. It's a very silky texture, so when you apply it to your skin, it just feels very luxurious and very hydrating as well. And I also find that it does a really great job of removing makeup. So that was a lot of words for just a little cleanser, but I obviously do really like it. Staying on the Glossier train, this is definitely my favorite sunscreen of the year. It is the Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen with SPF 35. This is one of my favorite like face sunscreens that I've used. It is one of the only ones that actually does not feel like sunscreen when you put it on your face. It's so lightweight, it doesn't create a white cast, and it really just feels like nothing on the skin, which is all I could ask for when it comes to a daily sunscreen, and that is why I love this stuff. Next up, we have the Ole Henriksen Wonderfeel Double Cleanser. Now, I've spoken about this quite a bit over the last little bit, but I wanted to reiterate again and let you guys know that this is indeed one of my favorites from 2017. So this is like the middle step in my face cleansing routine. I will first go in with a makeup wipe, then I will go in with this product, and then I will wash my face. And I know it's really extra, I know that's a lot of steps, but I really like to make sure that all the makeup is off of my face. What I really love about this product is that it completely melts away all of my makeup. It hydrates my skin, it doesn't strip it whatsoever, and I just really find that it gets my skin really clean, and it gets rid of like all of that really stubborn waterproof makeup really easily. So I love this stuff. This tube is almost completely done, and I already have to get another one, and this also matches my lipstick perfectly. My favorite exfoliator of the year is by far Lush Let the Good Times Roll. Honestly, one of the main reasons why I love this product is because of the scent. It smells like popcorn and caramel, and you would think that you wouldn't want to like rub something that smells like popcorn all over your face, but trust me, if you like very sweet scents, you would love this. I also just think that the consistency of this exfoliator is like perfect because it's not super harsh and abrasive, but it also actually feels like it's doing something. It sort of sits right in the middle. And as far as my favorite oil of the year, definitely the Cocoa Kind Organic Facial Repair Serum like takes the cake for sure, because this is probably one of the only oils that I've used that have not broken me out. Now, what I love most about this like oil serum is the fact that it's very natural. It has very few ingredients. If you're wondering where I incorporate it into my skincare routine, I typically like to use this at night, either in place of my moisturizer, or if my skin is feeling extra dry, I will just put a little bit of this into my moisturizer and like mix it together and use like that little concoction all over my face. So if you're looking for a really awesome, just very simple natural oil, this one is great. So the last product that I want to talk about in the skincare category is my Foreo, and this is my favorite cleansing device. I use this every single day. So if you're unfamiliar with what a cleansing device is, you basically use this with your cleanser, and it really just helps to like almost deep clean your skin. I find that I'm able to get off way more dirt, way more makeup, way more everything on my skin when I use my cleanser with my Foreo, and I just find it actually does make the biggest difference. And I like the Foreo over other skin cleansing devices like the Clarisonic because of the silicone brush head. I just find the silicone brush head to be way more sanitary compared to the brush heads. Way easier to clean. You don't actually have to buy like replacement heads, so you save a little bit of money. You don't have to like continually buy brush heads throughout the year when they get old or dirty. And what's crazy is that I have only charged this thing once, and I think it's been a year and a half, 2 years since I've started using this. One time. That's insane. So I feel like this is a bit of like a strange product for me to talk about as one of my favorites, but it has honestly like blown my mind, and I wanted to tell you guys a bit about it. I have been on a hunt for a natural deodorant for a really long time, at least a year. I've been trying so many different brands, so many different kinds, and I've never found a deodorant that does the job. They all just sort of sit there. They don't really do anything. And it's unfortunate because normal deodorants that you find at the drugstore typically don't really have very good ingredients in them. They're not great for you. So I've just been searching high and low for a better natural alternative, and I have finally found it. It is paraben free. It is aluminum free. All of the ingredients on the label you could actually pronounce and understand, which is always great. Now, I've only tried one scent, which is this one, the coconut and vanilla. And I typically always get my deodorants unscented, but the coconut and vanilla one is so delicious. Like, it actually smells like cake. Again, I can't guarantee that this is gonna work for everybody because everybody's bodies and body chemistries are different, but it did work for me, so that says something. So since we're in this weird like middle category of things that I don't really know where to place, I wanted to talk about this toothpaste. I get questions all the time about like what I do to get my teeth to be white, and I don't use white strips ever because they really hurt my teeth. My teeth are really sensitive, and I get like sharp pains whenever I use white strips. So again, I've been looking for a more natural alternative to like whiten and to brush my teeth. And late this year, I discovered the My Magic Mud whitening toothpaste, and this contains activated charcoal, coconut oil, and bentonite clay. There's no fluoride, it's gluten-free, it's vegan, it's non-GMO, and it's cruelty-free. And the coconut oil and the activated charcoal and the bentonite clay are really great ingredients to whiten teeth, and I actually have noticed a difference. It definitely takes a while for you to start to notice a difference because obviously it's not as intense as like whitening strips. You also look crazy when you brush your teeth with this. It's literally black, like the color of the toothpaste is black, and your sink can get a little bit dirty. That's like the only downside, is that it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because your whole sink will get like splatters of black all over the place. I totally think it's worth it, and it actually does make a difference. And I've gone through like 2 tubes of these, and my teeth I think are looking pretty white, so this is what I use. So let's talk about perfume. And I really feel like 2017 was like a total perfume year for me. Typically, I will stick with the same perfume and I will not like venture out at all. But this year I have found like 4 perfumes that I love all equally, and I really do like rotate between. And that's really never happened to me before. So I'm gonna do my best to try and describe what these scents smell like, but like bear with me because I'm not good at this. So I'm just gonna brief through these like very, very quickly. So the first one is my Atelier Cologne in the scent Vanilla Insensé. And this is what I like to call a mature vanilla scent. Next up, this is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. Oh my God. First things that come to my mind are smoky, whiskey. I don't know how to describe it, but for some reason this hand motion comes to mind. But this is definitely more of like a mature evening scent, and it's very, very like sexy. Next up, this is Le Labo Rose 31. This one I hold very near and dear to my heart. It is the friendship scent that I got in LA when I was there with Samantha. We went to Le Labo, and you're able to actually customize the bottles when you go in store to like buy the scent, and I named it the friendship scent because I was there with Samantha and it was like a friend trip. So whenever I smell this, it reminds me of the summer and LA. It smells like roses, but I am not like a floral person. I don't like floral scents at all, but I love this. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't like floral scents, you may actually really like this. It's definitely very feminine. I get the most compliments out of all of my scents when I wear this. Like I wore this to the gym and a girl literally stopped me in my tracks and like asked me what I was wearing. And the last of my favorites is Replica by the Fireplace. Literally smells like you're sitting by the fireplace. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit musky. It has a little bit of that like smoky scent that I described earlier, but it's just like very warm and it's great for this season. It's a very cozy scent. So while we're here talking about scents, let me talk about my bougie candle. I never thought that I would get into these diptyque candles, but they have sucked me in and now I'm hooked on vanilla from Diptyque. Oh, excuse me, it is vanille. Now, I am terrible at finishing candles. Like, I almost never will burn it to the last drop, but this is the only candle that I've actually burnt until its very, very, very last drop. When you're spending like 60, 70, I don't even remember how much this was, dollars on a candle, you better burn it to the last drop. And this isn't like your typical sweet vanilla, but it's way more mature and it doesn't really have like those typical vanilla sweet notes that you would typically smell in like other vanilla scented things. Like, it's very different. It's very different from anything I've ever smelled before. I've never found a candle that smells like this. Even though vanilla is like the most basic scent ever, it really doesn't smell basic. Like, it's anything but. Okay. I also only like to burn this on special occasions, so this lasts me for a very, very long time. And as you can see, this is the last one that I burnt, and I took out the wax that was like left over in it, and now I put my change in it, and I also have my lighter for when I want to actually light this one. So if you want to splurge on yourself and get a really bougie candle, the vanilla from Diptyque is like the bomb.com. So now let's move on to fashion items. Now I only have 3 things that I want to talk about because there really isn't much that I've consistently worn throughout the year, but the main thing that I've definitely worn consistently almost every single day of my life basically are the Lululemon Align leggings. Let me break this down for you, friends. These leggings literally just feel like second skin. I think that's the best way to describe it. The actual fabric is super, super thin and really soft, so they just feel so lightweight and comfortable. And what I love most about these is the fact that they are high-waisted, so they're super flattering. They just like hold everything in, very comfortable. I like to wear them on like an everyday basis, just lounging around the house. I like to wear them to work out. I like to wear them to school. I like to wear them grocery shopping. I like to wear them traveling. Lululemon leggings are definitely more on the pricier side. I've been asked a few times whether or not I think they are worth it, and I do think they are worth it because if you do take care of them properly, they will last you for years and years and years. I only very recently threw out one of the like first pair of Lululemon pants that I ever got, and they still looked like pretty damn good. Just gotta make sure that you wash them in cold water, you hang them to dry. They should never ever touch a dryer, otherwise they will just, you know, wear a lot quicker, and you'll be fine. I have them in so many different colors. These are like the teal. They're just so good. Highly recommend. Shoes. These are my Nike shoes that I've worn to absolute death. So basically spring through fall, these were on my feet. They're absolutely destroyed. They're so disgusting. I actually sort of got to throw them out and get a new pair. There is like a weird like wear spot right over here where you start to like see my toe through it because I wear them so much. I mean, they're really not that exciting. They're just black Nikes with like white details, but I really just like to wear them on a day-to-day basis. They were great to run errands in. They were pretty comfortable. They looked really cool with all of my outfits. I was able to wear them with leggings, with shorts, with jeans. I also really like traveling with them because they were very lightweight and they didn't like make my feet super hot. They're good walking shoes and they're definitely my most worn. That's why I wanted to show them to you guys. And last but not least, in the fashion category, if you follow me on Instagram, then you will not be surprised to hear that Baker Boy hats were definitely my favorites in 2017. I will say I did only discover these in like very late 2017, but I've worn them so much that there's no way I couldn't mention them in today's video. I just find that hats in general make outfits so much cooler. It sort of just makes you look like you tried a little bit harder. So I have a few here that are my favorites. This green one is one of my newer ones that I just got from Windsor. I also got this striped one that I'm obsessed with, also from Windsor. And this black one is my like OG original Baker Boy hat. And I don't even really remember where I got it. It could have been Urban Outfitters, but it just looks like this. I'm pretty sure you can get a very similar one on Windsor as well. By far a fave, 100%. So I really wanted to talk about cookbooks because I have become quite the chef, I like to say, in 2017. And these two by far are 100% my favorites, and they are both of the Oshi Glows cookbooks. Now they are both plant-based cookbooks, and what I really like about the Oshi Glows cookbooks is how easy all the recipes are. Sometimes vegan and plant-based cookbooks can be very like intimidating and really difficult, but all the recipes in here are so easy to do. They don't have any like crazy ingredients that you need to go to like a special health food store to get. They're all very like attainable ingredients and all the things, and I've never made something out of either of these cookbooks that I haven't liked. I literally have destroyed this cookbook. Like, look at this page. Do you see how like messy and disgusting this is? Like, it's all filled with like dried food. It's definitely very well loved. I love both of them so much, and I highly recommend them if you're looking for great plant-based cookbooks. Even if you don't eat plant-based or vegan, they're still really great. I cook all the time for people who are not vegan, who are not even vegetarian, and they love, love, love the recipes. So the last thing that I wanted to mention in this like random lifestyle favorites video is very, very random, but it is my Fitbit. In 2017, I really made a point to work out quite a lot, and in 2018, I'm trying to do it even more. And the Fitbit has been like an essential part of my fitness journey. So this is the Fitbit Blaze. Mine is dead right now, as you can see. And it will track how many calories you burn. It will track your heart rate. It will track how many steps you take. There's also a timer on here, which is great if you're doing like interval training. And so once you're done working out, it will sync to an app on your phone, and it will basically let you know how many calories you burn in that workout, what your heart rate was, where your peak was, and it'll basically give you all of your stats. And those stats are so satisfying to me. Like, it really motivates me even more to almost want to outdo myself, because I had all these stats telling me what I accomplished. I would always want to like accomplish more the next time. So I just found that it was a really cool motivating factor. Those types of tools like to motivate yourself are so important, especially when you're just starting out working out, because it can be really demotivating when you first start out, but this has really helped in my fitness journey, and I love it. So guys, I think that is everything for all these lifestyle favorites. You may be wondering why I haven't mentioned any hair things, and that's because I'm just not really like a hair person. I don't really have like a lot of favorite hair products. I really switch around and use so many different things, and I didn't really find like any one thing that I completely love throughout the years. So I just decided to skip the category altogether. Still hope, but I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to once again let me know some of your favorites down below. Gives me a big thumbs up if you enjoy these types of videos, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And that's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.